So this is a story with, what was a story with? It's a wonderful book. It's a collection of stories about the Peretz Chain. The Peretz Chain is one of the greatest Chassidim of the Tzemach Tzedek. He actually has a book. I think he wrote a little booklet of the Chain family that goes all the way back to Spain. The Raskins are Raskin Lane, Michael Raskin, descendant of this illustrious family. Mendel Chain was his son. No mistaken, he was shot by the communists. Here's a story related by that Mendel Futefas. So Tzemach Tzedek had many Chassidim go'inim in Nigle, and the Rebbe wanted Tzemach Tzedek. He used to want to be mefalful, to discuss with them, talk with them in learning, in deep in learning in Nigle. But some of them, he says, like the go'inim and Nehemiah, the Brovne, the author of Shabbos Teshuvos Divrei Nehemiah. And other Chassidim like Rabbi Komla, who wrote the Sefer Chanariel, they declined that Tzemach Tzedek wanted to talk to them in Nigle, and they would not engage with Tzemach Tzedek in a discussion, in a debate, in Nigle, to speak to the Rebbe in Nigle, to be in his to be pilpul. So the Rebbe says a svara. So we're going to say a svara opposite. It's a give and take. They're not engaging in such a discussion with the Rebbe. But one of the go'inim that was maskim, some Tzedek requested this, was a Peretz Chain. The Mendel Futefas added, it's not because he was any less. He says the other Chassidim, this is Mendel's language, the other Chassidim, they were is Rotze V'Shuv, right? There's transcendence and immanence. They're describing the angels. So the other Chassidim were Rotzoi. So how is it possible to contradict the Rebbe and engage in discussion? They're going this way. But the Mendel is Shuv is Kabbalah Soya, Bittul. So the Rebbe wants something, even though it's uncomfortable, he does it. It's a deeper avoid. So him engaging in Tzemach Tzedek in Nigle was out of a greater Bittul. Shuv, rather than the Rotzui, the Chos is longing to be united, and he's standing in the king's presence, open his mouth and debate a Kenish. But mitzad avoid of Shuv, Kabbalah Soil, that's what the Rebbe wants, that's what the Rebbe wants. So here's the story. So, but therefore, it was arranged by the Yechidus night that when they were there in Lubavitch, that the Peretz would be the last one to go in, because then the Tzemach Tzedek would engage him in the lengthy give and take in Nigle. So the story goes, on one particular occasion was a very intense discussion. And the Tzemach Tzedek says a svara, and that's what Tzemach Tzedek wants. He wants to hear the opposite. By the way, the Rebbe asked, the Rebbe asked this from? The Rebbe asked this from Adin Steinsaltz, Evan Yisrael. He never did it, but we tell him no. So,
and to Yoel too, you discuss it with an Ipchem Nestabri.
No. Rebbe just told Yoel to discuss it with somebody.
Discuss it with Ipchem Nestabri.
Not with himself. Yeah. I'm talking about himself.
Himself.
He wanted himself that he should give his own svara, and it was welcoming him another a dissenting opinion, which he didn't give. But it's interesting. It just occurs to me as I'm telling you the story. Back upon him with a Peretz. So he's engaged in this discussion, and it's very, very animated. So while this is happening, on the table, the Chiddush table, the Tzemach Tzedek, are piles of coins. And you're not thinking, the Peretz is taking one coin, your hands move, and you move things on the table, putting one coin on the other pile, taking a coin from one pile, putting on the other. The Tzemach Tzedek noticed this, and not interrupting the flow of the whole back and forth, the Tzemach Tzedek puts the coins back where they were. The parents realized that the Rebbe, this was bediak. It wasn't just like I don't know to describe this, an incidental, he did it this way, and the Tzemach Tzedek is putting it back, and it's just, casual. She wanted to test the Tzemach Tzedek to see, but this is the Kavanah. She did it again. And the Rebbe noticed it and again put it back. So the Peretz says to the Tzemach Tzedek, Rebbe, what's the difference where the coins are? It's on this pile or on that pile. So Tzemach Tzedek said to him, this is the point of the story here, that every pile is a different category. In this pile over here, are coins were brought to me for pidyon nefesh, a pan. In this column is a coin. Coins are brought to me by a yid who gave it to me, accompanied with his thoughts of tshuva. And the third coin is no particular kavanah, there's no particular feeling, stam he gave. And therefore, don't mix. Very deep story. It's a very deep story how the Rebbe takes, he's giving the Rebbe the money. But in his money, he's invested. We're invested in everything we have. And likewise, for the Rebbe to lift this chassid, it's not a general basket. Each one there avodah, and therefore his response and connection back is accordingly. This is a story to bring on, but it's a powerful story. We'll leave it at that, dear friends, and continue Be'ez Hashem, with God's help tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Sudas Toivus.
Shikoach, Rabbi. God bless you. All the very best to you all. Have a good day.
Good news from everybody on all levels.
Alavai. Thank you.